What happens when you take a mundane daily clothing item, inject it with heavy dose of eccentric humor, and wrap it in a recurring subscription model? For Brian DeLuca, it turned into an e-commerce phenomenon that took over the Dallas startup scene. It didn't start with a high-tech platform or major venture capital funding. Food Cardigan was born in 2012 as a side hustle, launched with a bare bones website and a tiny $3,000 credit card limit.
Hello, welcome to Small Biz Catalyst. My name is Ayisat Abilagan. I am a certified entrepreneurship development professional and the executive director of Texas Entrepreneur Ecosystem. I've helped over 20,000 individuals through financial leadership courses, training, seminars, conferences. And now I work with cities to accelerate or jumpstart their entrepreneurship programs. This show is for struggling small business owners who want to be able to earn a 6 to 7 figure salary from their businesses, and the economic development professionals who support them. Every week, we delve into innovative strategies, success stories, and actionable insights to empower small businesses as catalysts for economic resilience. Let's jump in.
In this episode of Small Biz Catalyst, we see how Brian pulls back the curtain on subscription box boom. We would learn about the early days of packing boxes by hand after working his corporate day job, the mechanics behind the predictable recurring revenue, what really happens when you pitch a whimsical brand on a national television, and how to maintain a distinct brand voice when scaling a company. If you've ever wondered how to turn a quirky product concept into a high, scalable, full-time operation, grab a notepad. This episode is for you. What to expect in this episode? How to leverage the power of predictable recurring revenue. Launching an e-commerce brand with minimum upfront capital. How a televised pitch affects operations, inventory, and traffic overnight. Why a strong, humorous voice is your best weapon against larger competition. And the signs that tell you it's safely time to take your side hustle full-time. Let's dive in. In the early 2010s, subscription models were taking off, but mostly for high-end goods or tech. Brian DeLuca and his co-founder noticed a simpler gap. Men and women's stocks were boring, and buying them was an afterthought. They realized people love novelty of getting a surprise in the mail, and they loved colorful, quirky patterns. They pulled together $3,000 and launched Food Cardigan, a subscription service that sends you one randomly selected, delightfully weird pair of socks every month. The initial strategy was entirely built around delight. The packaging was silly. The confirmation emails were written like comedy sketches, and the product itself was an instant conversation starter. The lesson? You don't have to invent a completely new technology to build a successful business. Sometimes you just need to reinvent the consumer experience of a product that already exists. For the first year and a half, Food Cardigan remained strictly a side hustle. Brian and his team kept their full-time corporate jobs in marketing and tech to ensure they had steady personal income. Every evening after 5 p.m., their true workday began. They transformed a local Dallas garage and spare rooms into chaotic fulfillment centers. They manually processed orders, stuffed socks into mail bags, and hand-labeled packages deep into the night. By keeping operational overhead low and refusing to draw a salary early on, they reinvested every single dollar of profit back into the inventory and digital marketing. They didn't transition to full time until the recurring revenue data explicitly proved the business could support them. In 2015, Cardigan appeared on season 7 of ABC's Shark Tank, seeking $250,000 for 10% equity. Brian walked into the tank wearing a massive pair of custom-made sock puppets on his hands. The humorous high-energy pitch perfectly mirrored the brand's identity. While some sharks struggled with the simplicity of the product, the metrics spoke for themselves. They had already crossed the 1.3 million in sales purely as a bootstrapped operation. They secured an on-air deal with Tori Carter, guest shark and tech investor, for $250 for 20% equity. The Shark Tank effect hit immediately. The website flooded with tens of thousands of visitors, and their subscribers base surged past 30,000 monthly active members worldwide, forcing the company to rapidly mature its logistics. Sudden fame brought a massive operations headache. Managing a rolling subscriptions of tens of thousands of people means navigating severe logistical complexities. If a shipment were delayed from their overseas manufacturers, thousands of customers would charge back their accounts simultaneously. If their customer web platform glitched on the first of the month, customer service would be buried under thousands of emails. Brian had to quickly pivot from focusing purely on marketing and branding to mastering supply chain forecasting, inventory warehousing, and enterprise customer support.
Hey dear, if you're just joining us, this is Small Biz Catalyst. We would like to invite you into our Tag a Business team. Here's what you need to do. Nominate a small business of your choice, tag them on our website at smallbizcatalyst.org. That's small, BIZCATALYST.org. Tell us your name, give us your email address, because that's how we'll be able to tell you if you're a winner or not. And then give us a website to a business of your choice. It could be your business or somebody else's. Once you've tagged a business, you'll be entered for a $25 drawing to a local business of your choice. We'll announce winners every month. And now, back to the show.
5 lessons from Brian DeLucas for small business owners. 1. Inject personality where your competition is boring. Big box retailers sell socks in plain plastic bags. Cardigan succeeded because they sold an experience wrapped in humor. Your brand voice is a differentiator that corporate competitors cannot easily copy. 2. Let recurring revenue dictate your growth speed. The beautiful thing about the subscription model is predictability. Brian didn't have to guess how many socks to order it for the next month. His active user metrics told him exactly what to expect, keeping inventory waste to an absolute minimum. 3. Don't quit your day job until the math forces you to do so. Operating Cardigan as a night and weekend hustle eliminated financial desperation. They were able to build a clean, functional product market fit because they weren't relying on the business to pay their personal mortgages in 3 months. 4. Prepare your digital infrastructure for success. When a massive media opportunity like Shark Tank or a viral social media trend hits, your website and back-end tools must hold up. Investing in stable e-commerce infrastructure ensures you actually capture the revenue from a sudden spike in traffic. 5. Customer retention is ultimate metric. In the subscription world, a customer is only half the battle. If users cancel the first month, your business collapses. Brian kept churn rates low by constantly varying the designs, including unexpected freebies and making customer support an enjoyable interaction. So, where is Food Cardigan today? From a tiny $3,000 experiment in a Dallas spare room, Food Cardigan grew into an international subscription powerhouse, shipping millions of pairs of socks across the globe, partnering with major brands, and paving the way for modern e-commerce subscription boom out of North Texas. If you've enjoyed this episode, subscribe to Small Biz Catalyst wherever you get your podcast, and sign up for our newsletter for premium resources for small business owners and economic development professionals.